Salutations everyone, and welcome to What Mattered, the show where I tell you what mattered in the news this week. It's a brand new calendar and we have all kinds of dates to look forward to this year. So let's see what matters now that we're in the future. It's probably going to be like video games and movies and anime and stuff like that. Just guessing. Nintendo's mascot may be a plumber, but no one is stopping the Switch leaks from dripping out week after week. And it looks like now we have the date and the pricing model for the Nintendo Switch. A UK retailer has the console coming out on March 17th. Nintendo said it's coming out in March. We will officially find out next week when they finally have that event where they just start giving us some actual information about the Switch and upcoming titles to it. And it also had the pricing model at $245, so the $250 range, which we have been hearing a lot thrown about. Although there are some leaks that haven't happened yet, according to an inside source that's been giving us all the Nintendo goodies since like early August, and that some of the stuff hasn't been spoiled yet. Many people are thinking now that Breath of the Wild is back to being a launch title. We got to see some of the box cover art for some of the Wii U launch, for some of the Switch launch titles, including the new additional content coming to Mario Kart on the Switch. So it looks pretty legit. March 17th is a Friday and it's in March. So that is completely in line with what Nintendo said and has done in the past. And with the $250 pricing model is about what we were speculating. We know they go to the low ends. They go with small consoles. And they tend to release on Fridays when it comes to many of their releases. So we'll officially know a week from now. But until then, we have a lot of leaks to go through. But fortunately, there'll still be plenty of things to be surprised about. And in official March confirmation launch news, we know that Mass Effect Andromeda has an official release date of March 23rd. Absolutely what was in line with what we were expecting, the end of Q4, and that's at the end of March, so figures it would be at the end of March, but with a week to spare. We got to see a tiny modicum of more gameplay, including the flamethrower, being able to switch profiles on the fly, as well as the new Falcon making its reappearance from Mass Effect 3. Hopefully this time it doesn't get nerfed in multiplayer. That would be fantastic. But just a tiny bit of stuff. Some people are really disappointed with the be able to switch profiles because they feel like it's too easy and they want things to be set in stone and have things have consequence. But it's like, you can do what you want in this game. It doesn't affect you how other people play the game. You can still play the game the way that you want. The game just gives you more abilities to do that, gives you more freedom. It's all about exploration in Andromeda, and we're finally going to be able to explore it March 23rd, except for Europe, you get it 2 days later. Sorry, not my fault. And straight after that Andromeda reveal at CES, Nvidia announced their GTX 1080 Cloud service device, which you'll be able to stream gameplay from a 1080 GTX cloud-based computing system to your PC, so you don't have to have the best graphics cards available. You can get it from the cloud for $2.50 an hour. So if you do the math with the price that a GTX 1080 is right now, if that's the only upgrade that your PC needs to become a hybrid beast of a gaming machine, that translates to 252 hours of game time as opposed to buying the graphics card by itself. So maybe pricey for some people. Obviously, there's going to be some limitations with that. We haven't seen it in practice on a consumer basis, but CES is all about surprising people with things. And this kind of idea has been floated around in the past, and it was really only a matter of time. They noted that 2 billion PCs are not gaming ready, and this was their way to combat that. I don't know if it's the best way to do that, but it's one way to do it. So good on them for putting a step forward and trying something new. I'm sure some people are excited about it and will utilize this service, but who knows if it'll make an actual impact and a big dent in that $2 billion mark, assuming all those people want to play Skyrim with all the mods at the highest resolutions and frame rates. But who knows? And we have another official date confirmation. May 16th is the launch for Injustice 2. Ed Boon and NetherRealm Studios gave us this date, and we were like, are we going to get info, or is that the release? And they're like, oh, it's coming out. It's coming out. So I would expect that we get more information before May about upcoming characters, a little bit more gameplay. Ed Boon has teased at possible Watchmen characters making it to the roster. Of course, they've announced, a couple of new characters, including Supergirl, who we saw in the very first teaser trailer, and there's definitely going to be some changes to how the fighting mechanics go in that game, but I'm sure it's going to look glorious. They're going to surprise us with some characters that we definitely wanted and some characters we didn't even know that we wanted, but now we do, that they're in the game. So May 17th, not too shabby, pretty much what we expected. And another date, this one not too far away at all, January 17th, RWBY Grimm Eclipse will be coming to your home consoles on the PS4 and Xbox One via the marketplace. It's a digital download only, much like it has been on Steam. There's no official word yet on if the Team Juniper characters will be included within this, what the pricing model is going to be, but we know that eventually all that will be available to us. We just don't know, at the cost of what. I'm probably going to buy it again just so I can get the achievements. It's a fun game on Steam, has controller, Xbox One controller compatibility, which Steam says that they're going to have their entire library be Xbox One controller compatible, which is kind of nice for those that want to go that realm for one reason or another. And RWBY Grimm Eclipse will be coming to consoles, so yeah, that's pretty exciting news. If you've been on Twitch or Twitter or any place the past couple of days, you may have heard about this new Twitch channel, C Bots Chat, which has 2 bots talking to each other, and that's it, just nonstop. And it's hilarious. People are hooked. Tens of thousands of people watching at a time. They're talking about religion and God and spiders and if they're being watched and they're in love with each other. Are you a robot? Are you a robot? I live in Toronto. What's the weather like, Toronto? I don't know. I don't live there. They just keep going back and forth and lying to each other. It's like a really bad soap opera script machine. It just churns out. It's really funny to watch. You can get really engrossed in it. The chat, of course, going crazy as they do about these just robots just going at each other. And it's an interesting experiment as we've been accustomed to be seeing on Twitch. Shit gets real. Anywho, Neil Blowfish, that is what mattered this week. If you'd like to know what matters in the future, you can hit the subscribe button when these videos comes out every single Saturday. Hope you all enjoyed. Leave your comments below about anything that I mentioned this week, and I will see you all next time.